And that's the thing that I hope people will get. It's like we always think that, oh, it's specific to, I don't know, boxing or basketball. It's like this stuff it's specific to every industry.
Everything relates to everything.
Welcome to Hoop Chalk Basketball Podcast, where it's all about raising your game so your coach won't think you're lame. And now your host, Moses and Troy Horn.
What is up, everybody?
What is going on?
The Hoop Chalk Basketball Podcast. My name is Troy Horn, and I'm here with
Moses Horn.
Man, can you believe we have been doing this for
a long time? Since I was a wee bairn.
And had a high voice.
Yep, literally.
And you were I remember one episode you were talking about and I shaved. Now you actually
now actually yeah. And we have the camera before, now we on video, you know what I'm saying? We were cool. We were doing podcasts before podcasts were cool. Take a note of that. We were doing podcasts before podcasts were cool, so
so we were way ahead of the curve.
We were trendsetters. Really. I remember when Shannon called me and they were starting their podcast up, and he was like, "How did you guys do it?" And I was like, I was just
well, let me tell you how, young man.
I was just telling all those guys, Nah, but yeah, we've definitely been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. You know what I love about it the most is that we get to help young athletes who are out there doing, and just young performers. And it's funny because people think young athletes and they think, strictly, the sports that we cover here in the States with basketball and American soccer or American football, and all that stuff. But it's really gone out to be in every sport. And that's the thing that I hope people will get. It's like we always think that, oh, it's specific to, I don't know, boxing or basketball. It's like this stuff it's specific to every industry.
Right. Everything relates to everything.
Yeah, there is no separate path. It's all the same, right?
Yeah, basketball players take dance classes. They take, Kobe wasn't he?
He was doing I think he was doing salsa or something like that.
And then they were talking about. Anytime Kobe got a chance to talk to anybody that was doing anything, he was asking them I think saying this one girl that played in the WNBA when she was 50 or something like that. And she was saying that, she was coming off the floor, and Kobe was like, "Can I have a second?" And he was kind of interrogating her about her mindset and everything like that. Anytime, everything relates to anything.
Everything relates to he was studying Heath Ledger, when Heath Ledger was alive. How did you get into that character to become the Joker?
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant used hypnosis.
What's that?
Hypnosis,
hypnosis,
had somebody hypnotize them, to get more mentally locked in. I
didn't know that.
Yeah, they used to get people to hypnotize them so they could be more locked in.
Yeah, that's the thing. Please, if you guys can take anything from this episode specifically, everything relates to everything. Read everything. You can pull parts of anything and everything into what you're doing, and stop. Don't be the person that's out there that only pulls in stuff from people in your field. It's pull stuff from
that you feel relates to you.
Right.
Everything relates to you.
It all relates.
Right. Everything relates.
Speaking of relates, what do you think about the Mr. LeBron James? Where do you think he's gonna go?
I said speaking of relates, but anyway,
because he has the kids in the league and their relationships and stuff like that.
Okay.
And also he's with Kobe Bryant and Jordan. They're all in that conversation.
Yeah. But I think he should go to Philly. They're saying he might go back to Cleveland. That's where things are pointing. But I don't think he's going to, because they were saying that he doesn't want to be a focal point. And if he was going to Cleveland, he would be the guy. He would be the guy. Donovan Mitchell and James Harden are great basketball players, but they're not LeBron James. And James Harden was probably in his prime. He was averaging 40. So, but Bron is Bron. So,
you go back to Cleveland, you will be the focal point.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be help off Bron to come close out on Evan Mobley. You know what I'm saying? It's just, Evan Mobley's a great player. It's just not Bron.
Right.
So, I think he should go to Philly. That's what I personally think. I think that would be insane. I think they get a chip. He goes to Philadelphia, they get a chip. I think he goes to the Heat. They don't really do. He's not going back to the Heat because they wouldn't even let him bring chocolate chip cookies on the plane. So that story. That story, but but I don't know if he's going back there. But wherever he goes, they'll be fine. That'll be great. But in my personal opinion, Philly is the spot for Bron.
What about Golden State? Him and Steph finishing it up. No,
but what are they? How are they gonna win though? How are they gonna win the chip?
And they've got what's his name there too? What's his name?
You talking about the rookie?
Yes. What's his name?
Yaxel. He's a great player too. But I'm just saying, and I believe in Yaxel. I feel like he's a great player. But that's not the same. Of course, Curry is the greatest shooter of all time at this moment. So you know what I'm saying.
Right.
He whatever. Like he could. I didn't think Curry was gonna win the last championship he won. That was kind of like wow. Like when they just came out of nowhere and started beating everybody. But
remember what I said though when you were younger? I said, what did I say to you when we were like, layups and which I still think layups are great, but I was like, remember I said 2 or 3 is more than 2 every day of the week. Remember that conversation?
Yeah. But
anyway, you're saying he's a great player.
I just don't know. I just don't know how that's a better setup than Tyrese Maxey, Jalen, right? Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Who else they got on it? Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. That's like insane.
It's a problem for everybody.
There's no way you lose with that. Who's beating that? Who's beating that? That's kind of yeah, there's no way. Like if he's looking to win a championship past least resistance, in my personal opinion, and they want him because the owner just came on Rich Paul's podcast. So and pitched his little thing, on the podcast. So they want him. Like, so
come on, Rich, come on,
dude. You know how loved he would be in Philadelphia forever.
Yeah, they give him a statue right next to Rocky.
They give him you have 3 or 2 statues because Los Angeles sometimes be a little iffy with it, but with Bron at least, it'd be like, but. Cleveland definitely gonna do it. If he wins in Philadelphia, they would love him. But
yeah, they would. Yeah,
that's what I think. You think the Golden State Warriors? What do you think?
I don't know. I think Troy Horn here, you sports parent, and this little guy right here has been helping thousands of young athletes find their mental fortitude. And I wrote it for this little guy on the cover, which is my son. And we wrote it together. And I've been told that youngsters are loving it because it doesn't sound like, the normal adult talking to you, because I wrote it with that guy right there, just to make sure that the youngsters could enjoy it. The main thing is that they're finding their confidence, they're finding their mental fortitude, and even bigger than that, they're having fun playing. So if this sounds like something that could help you, I'll see you inside the book. Middle Touches for Young Athletes by Moses and Troy Horn. I'm Troy. That's Moses. And, yeah. I think he's got to go someplace where he knows he can get this thing done. And unfortunately...
So you get 5 rings.
Right. Then we can ride off in the sunset. The thing that's getting most of these guys, and I'm not trying to be the dude that's in my day, but it's the thing that gets most of these guys is mindset. It's we need dudes that are killers out there that are just we're winning no matter what. Kind of like what Jalen Brunson did. He was he locked, you could see it. And if he locked in, he's I am not losing this. I don't care what happens. I don't care who does whatever. I am winning today. And we need more dudes with that kind of energy on the field, and then the skill to make it happen. Like he did, it's and
I think, and what?
And that's a rare thing in people, not just in the NBA. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, and that's a rare thing in people to have that much locked inness.
Right, where you're like, because he totally went Kobe mode. Like he stopped talking, he like locked in. He was like, no, it was very impressive to see.
I mean, I feel like they was all locked in from. I mean, when they went to you know how crazy that is to go straight from losing in the playoffs to the club, buy a section with the team, and have the sign say, "Next year, by the way, we're champs." And then do it like that year. That year, I remember when they did that. People were like, "Okay, bro, right? That's great. This is gonna be interesting." But they went out there and they upsetted all odds, literally. Ran through everybody and made the Spurs were like so favored. They were so favored.
Yeah, they were.
First. Everybody was like, Wemby is gonna come in here and just beat them. They made it look like he wasn't even ready.
Yeah, well, they put that big body on him when they could, and then had him. Yeah, well, you know, hey.
Yeah. After all that.
What's the one? Oh my God! Big cat.
He couldn't do anything with that.
He's a funny kid. Funny kid. But yeah, no, it's. We need more of those, you know. So hopefully we can help more kids become more of that. Speaking of that, the World Cup is finishing up here.
World Cup is finishing up. Messi's the GOAT. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now. If anybody had any type of doubts, I mean, Ronaldo's already retiring. Of course, he had a great career, and you know, I was kind of a Ronaldo guy when I was younger. I thought Ronaldo, you know, he just kind of fits the part a little bit more. He just does. You look at him, he just looks more like an athlete, you know. So I was like, Messi's good, but Ronaldo, like, he's over here scoring 5 goals in the game. Like, who's doing that? You can't deny, like, Messi's literally won everything. He's won everything. He's in here scoring every game in the World Cup. Like,
the thing I want people to take away from that is one, going back to just brushing up on the New York thing and coming back to this, they had to lose. They had to lose. They had to hit the bottom. It's like you have to go through there's no way to the top but through the bottom. You have to lose. You have to suffer. You have to and in that moment you have to decide what it's going to be and you have to go for it. Going back to Messi, he was considered too small.
Yeah, the doctors told him when he was younger. I think they had to do something. Like they had to interview.
Yes, they had to give him shots. Yeah,
they had to give him shots because he would have stopped growing at 4'7".
Yes, 13. And he's not big now.
And he's not big, but he's like
5'4", 5'5", something in there.
That's what I'm saying. He don't look the part, but he's just great.
But he looks the heart. Yeah.
No, that's not.
Yeah, man.
No, he's
that's original. Definitely. You can have that one. Use that whenever you want.
But no, he's great. I've never
seen great.
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
But he had to we have to go to the point of no return where even in the hero's journeys, right when you write books, they're like you have to get to the point where it's like this could be over if you don't get your rear end up and make it happen. Yeah. This could be the end. Like it could literally be game over, journey over, everyone loses. Right. Or you can get your butt up and figure it out. You all have to go through that.
Yeah.
And some people don't make it. Some people, the journey, which makes it so great. It's like you get to decide whether or not you're going to make it. And it really is a decision on whether or not, am I going to do this or not? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the funny part about that. If you choose not to do it with whatever the first thing is,
you're going to have to do it somewhere with something.
Exactly. It's coming back until you
see
decide.
LeBron right now. LeBron a billionaire. You watch his Instagram story right now. He up at 5 a.m. lifting. That's crazy. You got $1 billion. If I gave probably 90% of y'all $1 billion right now, y'all would not do nothing for the rest of life. Like, y'all would be like, I'm done. Like, that's cool. I'm cool. We gon' buy some real estate or something and call it a day.
That's most people. Even Mr. Beast is talking about that. He's like, the reason why no one's gonna catch me is because they would stop. Like most people would stop at 1 million subscribers or 10 million subscribers or whatever.
Right, like you look,
we'll get up.
Right, you look at these billionaires. It's like these guys are working hard, and they got billions of dollars, like with nothing left to prove.
Right.
It's like you're just doing it, just because. Like I feel like at a certain point, if you get yourself in that mindset, all you will know is work. And once you're in that mode, I feel like there's very little things that could get you out of it. Because it's just like, why stop?
Right. When it's working out, definitely.
Why stop now?
But the thing is, though, again, they had to go through the bottom.
Yeah.
There's no other way. There's no other way.
It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yes. And when it gets worse, you need to get better. And stop worrying about
bars. Bars, okay.
And stop worrying about who's doing what, who's getting what goals, who's ranking wherever. Just get better.
Yeah.
And keep going.
Yeah. Definitely. That was good.
Speaking of getting better,
I didn't like it.
What's that?
I didn't like the look the hard one. I like that one. That was good. When it gets worse, you need to get better.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Especially now, it's like with social media and the connectivity we have. I think a lot of us older ones are kind of stuck in the idea of like, it's got to be that coach in my town because I know him, or it's got to be that coach because I know her, or it's got to be that. It's like we have access to everybody.
Everything. At some level.
Yes. Everybody logs onto the Instagram or Snapchat, or everybody logs on, even though they say they don't. They log on and see their comments or see their pings or whatever. Everybody does. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, you said LeBron had to put his phone away. Why would he have to put his phone away if he wasn't on it?
Right, like he puts it up and said, I think he said like an hour before sleep or something like that. He said an hour before he goes to sleep at like 9 or 10, put the phone away.
Right.
Turn it off. And that's it.
Right.
And playoffs. Don't. I'm sure he touches his phone to like call his family and stuff, but he ain't on social media because it's not that time. It's time to go ahead and lock in and try and go win a championship.
Right. But which means during the rest of the time, he is on it. So everybody's on social on some level.
Right.
So everybody's reachable. Everybody's reachable.
Everybody.
Yeah. Speaking of reachable, we're talking about putting together a community, like a live community where we kind of connect and help each other in this journey. If you're listening to this, it's probably out there and launching. You can probably click one of the links below to join the NIL kind of. I think we should talk NIL, but I also think we should talk just life and community and stuff like that as well. Kind of like what kids might be thinking about, struggling with on their journey to find sponsorships and stuff like that. So we're also going to, I think, talk. What do you think about that? How do you feel?
Well, to kind of piggyback off that, but not go too far off. We're gonna do, not to distract, but we're gonna do two groups. One is the
That's
NIL.
True. I say that's true because like a lot of people won't be interested in the NIL. A lot of people just want to work on the mindset. So it's probably best to have them in two different spaces, because some people are like, hey, I just want to play well in middle school, high school, or whatever. And some people will be like, I want to play well in college and the pros, and I want to figure out how to do the sponsorship. So they're two different things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair. That's fair.
So anyway, to piggyback off, we got two groups coming. All right. We got the mental toughness group. If you just want to focus on your mental and really just getting into that locked in zone, we're gonna have a community where we meet once every week, every other week. We're gonna come out with the details. If you're seeing this, We'll have links, and then we're gonna have an NIL group where if you want to learn how to monetize or just get sponsorships with your brand, we've already helped people that, we've already helped some guys that are
getting their money for. It doesn't matter what sport you're in. We were talking. I mean, there are kids that have done it with rodeo stuff, which is really cool. Used our program to get sponsorship for rodeos, which is really cool.
Rodeos, rock climbing, as young as
Hockey.
middle school.
Yeah.
So we'll walk you guys through it. It's like both are going to be communities. Both are going to meet. We're going to talk to both, and we'll just just build a community. I feel like there will be a course,
right?
But I feel like a course doesn't always answer all the questions.
No, it doesn't.
So
it doesn't.
we're also gonna have a community. So if you guys want to tap into that, we're gonna have links somewhere around here.
Yes.
And you can look at that
and hop in with us, and we can all just talk. And I think in the world of AI, and you're gonna hear this everywhere because I think we're early again. In the world of AI, community is going to win. People are going to want to connect with other humans, and people are going to want to know people. And so I think you're going to see a lot of communities hop up, and we're going to be one of them. And so you can join one or both and lock into this community of young athletes doing great things with their mindset, whether we're trying to figure out how to get the Jalen Brunson mindsets or the Kobe mindsets or the Messi mindsets on a daily basis when we struggle, or figuring out how to get the NIL sponsorships, stuff like that as well. So
maybe you already got the mindset.
Yes.
Maybe you're just trying to figure out the other part.
What a journey, man. One thing I would say to anybody and any parent watching this, looking back at, those just playing, man, replaying, man. It's like, dude, you talk with John Lucas and Kobe Bryant and all these dudes, they were sitting down and talking with. That's crazy when you look back and think about it. That's crazy. You worked out with Chauncey Billups. That's crazy. No? Hall of Famers. That's crazy work. What's that?
Says what I do.
But that also goes to show how accessible people are, and we talk about that in the we'll talk about the NL group, how to kind of make that happen for yourself. But is there anything else you want to add to them before we let them go? Because we've already been on the call here for 20 minutes or so. We want to make sure we keep these car rideable, so they can listen to our car rides.
No, nothing in particular. Just tap in with us.
Yes, tap in. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Our job, now that the young man is in here, is to make sure we come to you guys steadily. I think every week is the target. So make sure you lock in, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button.
It isn't the target; it's the requirement.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
We'll get it going.
Yes, get it going. So we'll see you guys next week. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Share it with your friends and people out there as we build a community of people that are really talking and really communicating with each other on how to make this sports journey a fun one. And it has been fun. C3 canceled. We're remembering all of them. Driving across the country in the car. Just us driving around to...
You talking like it's over.
Oh, no, I'm just remembering. I'm just remembering for me. So the funny thing is, you're in college now, so it's I don't get to have those moments as much as I used to, where I was sitting in the gym and going, okay, he needs to work.
Sitting in the gym and going, if you don't talk during this 4th grade practice, we're gonna leave.
But the results, oh man, the results. You're like, man, Mo's great. He's talking, he's not doing his thing. Yes.
Because I look over the sideline and I just see.
We can talk about that in the next podcast. I don't want to go.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the next podcast. We'll get back to you guys.
People remember. Okay, we're gonna talk about the next. Make sure you guys download. We're gonna talk about it in the next podcast, and we'll get that to be fun. We'll see you guys next week. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Hoop Chalk Basketball Podcast at hoopchalk.com.